Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Hicks coming at you here, Midday Money on a Tuesday, the 7th of March. Here we go. A weekend tournament action. Tate the Great's already posted. He likes the new March Madness graphic here for the wait list. Links in the chat for Facebook and YouTube if you're looking for some easy listening at night. You can check that out wherever your favorite podcasts are found. You can listen to the well, it's obviously a replay, but all the shows are there. Go ahead, go give it a follow, whatever you got to do. $31.20 for a week of March Madness, or whatever you want to call it. Maybe you want. Well, you're not gonna get NBA Madness from me, but there's that. There's that. Free picks. Our free picking. That's what we want underneath. There we go. All right. Free picks are free picking. Twitter, Mr. Sean Higgs. All the picks are up there, as well as the tournament picks. If you want to see all the tournament picks, we got a bunch, so we'll have some up there for tomorrow as well. So there's that. There is that. Northern Kentucky. Still live plus 470, Oral minus 180, Vermont minus 160, Colgate minus 225, all left from the first week of tournament action, and we are 2-11 down $270 with all of the tournaments there. So let's jump into a little recap action from yesterday for those interested in what went on. We go 3-1 with our college hoops. Got to get college on track. It's a bad February. It started out good. We were, 60% coming in to March first week. And then last 2 days, we had a losing day and a 3-3-1 day. It happens. Baseball, I added them to I don't know if we put them up in the chat. I thought we did. Anyway, 0-3. They all lost. All the big faves there went down. No hockey, no NBA. So there's that. Now, today, a lot of picks. Grab a pen. It is exactly at the 240 mark, basically, for all of our college basketball. Some lines could have changed because we did this last night on Midnight Money. Richmond minus 120, St. Joe's minus 2, Florida State plus 100, even, basically, for those out there. Cal Baptist under 139.5. Grand Canyon minus the 8, St. Peter's plus 130, Marist plus 115, Marist over 133. Tarleton over 146.5. Stephen F. Austin, they were minus 2.5. I guess I was running out of room there. They were a favorite. Added plays this morning came Northern Arizona plus 5.5. Oral Roberts under 154. And St. Mary's plus 125. There you go. Tim's here today. Maybe he'll have some college basketball or a college baseball, I should say, in NBA. That's, I don't know. Unless he wants to give out his college basketball. I know it's more come in and talk a little NBA and college bases.
NBA is I've been betting it, but I've been putting it on the back burner. I find a couple of plays for the Balling Out show, but I'm trying not to go crazy with the NBA right now. I got 4 plays. One of them's the best bet. The best bet's in that Grizzlies-Lakers game. 3 plays today. Minnesota minus the points. Oklahoma City plus the points. Houston plus the points. You get Philadelphia on a bad spot. They are third game in 4 nights. A team that's 20 games over 500 is a 2.5-point dog in that matchup. Against a team that's 2 games over 500. So I feel like a lot of people are going to go towards Philadelphia because, they're so good and they're plus money. Minnesota tonight, I'll call it by double digits. Oklahoma City as a dog, I think they can win that one outright. And by no stretch of the imagination should the Nets be 7-point favorites right now against anybody. I know it's against Houston. Sorry, they shouldn't be 7-point road favorites against anybody right now. So I took Houston plus the points in that one.
I don't even know if at home they should be favored by the way they're playing.
I mean, if they're going up against the Spurs, I guess that's understandable. But no, they shouldn't be 7-point road favorites against anybody right now. And then college baseball, I was looking at it. There isn't many there wasn't any run lines out at the time. I will be grabbing Coastal today. Plus 125 versus undefeated Wake Forest because they are plus 125 home faves. And whenever you get a in-state rivalry between a ranked team and an unranked team, I'm taking the unranked team, especially if the unranked team is home. So kind of riding with that. Other than that, I still need to kind of scroll through all the other plays. I didn't really get a chance to cap college baseball that much today. So at the moment, Coastal Carolina is my only play.
I ended up betting the Jazz today, plus 9.
I don't hate it.
I should have grabbed Minnesota. Minnesota's a nice little spot, too. I couldn't pull the trigger on the Magic. I know we've had the Magic a bunch of times. At this spot, I don't know. Maybe Milwaukee kind of takes out a little frustration on a bad team.
Yeah. I don't know. I kind of lean Magic in that game. I didn't bet them.
And then I see a bunch of $3 favorites on the ice.
Yeah, no, thank you. All I know is that me and Nick will be focused on one game on the ice because my Sabres are going up against his Islanders. So we'll be fighting tonight. So that should be fun.
Wow. Wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
Just play total and everybody can be happy.
I told Nick, because I have no say over the site, I said if he's going to fade the Sabres, it has to be plus money. Islanders are minus like 160 today. He couldn't play them.
Yeah.
Anyways, those are the plays for today. Good luck. Have fun.
All right. We'll try. We'll try to have fun. Take the greats in the house. Michael's here. Good morning. Lex, keep it classy. You know how we roll, Playboy. We're all high class. Michael took St. Mary's plus 3 versus Zags tonight. And everybody's betting the Zag. It's coming down 2.5. I mean, I grabbed them on the money line, Mary's. Now, and that's coming from a guy I had Zaga. The last time they played, it was in St. Mary's. It went to overtime. You know, I thought it was a good little spot there, but not much respect for St. Mary's. Not much respect. And, yeah, Gonzaga. You played Houston, you play Alabama, you play Texas, played maybe a little better out-of-conference kind of teams, maybe a little sexier resume. I'll take the 3 here. It's a neutral. Gonzaga, even though Mary's is the 1 seed, Gonzaga is still the big dogs, literally, out there in the WCC. Locking in with the Kings in the house. Welcome. Good to see you, my friend. Take the great. I took St. Joe's last night. Now they're pick 'em. Yeah. Low shy. I don't know. I got St. Joe's too. It's down. We'll see what happens. We'll know in 4 hours. That game's at 2:00. Michael NBA Warriors first quarter. Curry called out his team for their bad road record and bad starts to games. He never does that. I expect Warriors to come out of the gate swinging. Again, when you got 7 wins on the road, defending champs, 7-24 on the road. Unbelievable. That's and maybe they're starting to play a little better. Maybe they're going to start winning some of these games, and we'll never see that. Oh, they're 73-win team. Yeah, couldn't even win the championship game. Mount St. Mary's -2, and the Mount over. Mount St. Mary's -2. Mount St. Mary's over. St. Mary's over 2.5. Over Roberts. What the heck's happening here? So the Mount is favored here. Is this? The total is that supposed to be over the total, or is it their team total? I don't know what's happening there. Oral Roberts over. I'm on the under, and Charleston COC -10 against Wilmington. So Wilmington's off a big upset, and you had. I'm pretty sure if I could find my A10 stuff here that Charleston beat them pretty good during the regular season. So I don't hate the 10. It's just that I don't know. I'm a little annoyed with my dogs. Some dogs yesterday didn't get there. Jake, why do you want to just fade my baseball? Because yesterday I gave you 3 plays, 2 big dogs, and they all lost. Today you're looking for something. That would be on the Tigers again. The Pirates, I'll probably take Baltimore. I can't lay 160. Again, I don't know who's even in these lineups. I will take Washington, although I like Eddie Cabrera. I'll take the 150 with the Nationals. I don't know who's pitching for San Fran, but I like Ashcraft. Burns and the White Sox. Again, how long are these guys pitching? Zach Gallen laying a short number. I mean, I'll lay Arizona 130. I'll do that. Framber and the Mets. No opinion there. Usually I like to take Houston. I don't want to take them as a favorite, though. And I will take the Red Sox as a plus. Any kind of big dog I'll take there, Jake. I got to say, you see these scores and, oh, it's great. Pitch count. Let me tell you something. Overs all season. Like, you think, and I'm just going to throw Tim's guys under the bus here with Scherzer and Verlander and any kind of guy who's pitched for a bit. Kershaw, these guys are going to get shelled. There's no way they're lasting 5 innings. They got to come out there and just deal nonstop. That's not how these guys pitch. That's how a lot of guys don't pitch that way. Come on, just keep throwing nonstop every 10 seconds. So take that in consideration. Like, that's why I'm like, you know what? All right, I started out nice in baseball. We were up a little bit, and a couple losers of late here, down a little bit, down 8-11. I don't think I'm sticking to the preseason. Regular season, I'm going to just probably jump on overs. I'll probably take dogs just cause I think starters are going to get shelled, and there's no way I'm going to lay, I don't know, 330 with Garrett Cole versus the Giants opening day, or something with Gaussman or insert any pitcher laying that kind of number that they got to come out here and fill like that, because they're not lasting. They're not. They want to get rid of complete games. I'll tell you what. You know what the next ridiculous rule is in here in baseball's coming? 7-inning games. I'll tell you that's going to be in the next that'll be next 7-inning games. You'll see. Oh, we got to speed it up. 7-inning games on deck. If you see a complete game this season, I'll be shocked. Over under complete games this year, I'm saying 5. No way. Abilene Christian. Against Cal Baptist, we got a total in that one rolling underneath there. Let's see, Rhode Island. That's an ugly game. I don't want to get involved with Rhodey. I mean, what are we doing there, Maurice? With Rhode Island and LaSalle, the Explorers. I mean, I don't hate taking a dog in a spot like that. Canisius against the Mount. Well, you're against Miz. The Miz is all over the Mount. He's all over it so much I don't even know what he's typing. Lex Steele's coming in a 5-legger, 50 to win 220, killed by Ottawa. Oh, 4-1. 4-1, you end up losing money? Oh, brutal, Lex. Brutal. I got Gonzaga on the over. Watch St. Mary's versus BYU. Zag's going to win by 8. Maybe. I took the money line. If Mary's wins, they're winning the game. It's not going to be down to a last bucket. Tough watching that BYU. I had BYU rallied all the way back, and then they free throws at the end. The Moose taking LaSalle today. Fairly, T-Wolves, Rockets put in G-Tech last night. So the LaSalle one, again, a game like this with them in Rhode Island, bottom of the tier, A-10 kind of stuff. I'm not really whatever. That spot doesn't really interest me. Fairly, I'm guessing it's fair. If it's Fairfield against Peters, I kind of like Peters there. If it's fairly ridiculous in who they got Merrimack. The fairly ridiculous is they're already in the tournament because Merrimack can't play. So is Merrimack going to come out and say we want to win and prove ourselves? Like, okay, we're not going to win. We're not going to go dancing, but we want to win this because we want to get into the NIT or the CBI. I don't know. I'm definitely not looking to bet fairly ridiculous. Fairfield, same thing. Not really interested. It is fairly ridiculous. No, thank you, Merrimack. Give me 10 points to championship game. I'll take NC Wilmington. Yeah, it's double digits. I hit the like and shared me out. Yeah, well, let's see what happens if they ban you from there, Lenny, because I put that in that other chat room and they blocked me out, kicked me out, and it doesn't even come up in my searches. I'm totally blocked. Who runs social media for this joint? Unbelievable. Michael, thoughts on Merrimack? I like Merrimack. I just mentioned that. Surprising on Richmond. Seen this morning yet they're rolling right now. Well, they must have watched the show last night, King D, because I said let's take Richmond here. Here we go. We have them 100-1 to win the A10. Repeat. Let's go back to back, baby, back to back. Here are some more. All right, so these are all kind of starting up today. We got Fordham, St. Louis, Richmond in the A10, Clemson, NC State, Hawaii in the Big West, Quinny in the AA MAC, Southern Utah. And a couple for tomorrow I loaded up. Again, these are all on Twitter as well, and I'll be doing short little brief videos here for Big East, Big Ten, and all these guys later today. So you can catch them. They're about 3 minutes. I just run down the odds and who I like. They're short. I used to do these. Used to be like 15 minutes each. Now they're like 3-4 minute videos. So give me Michigan State here and Indiana. Because I think Purdue's going to get picked off. I almost picked Rutgers there. And they play defense. I know the offense isn't there, but I don't think Purdue's making out. So give me Michigan State to come out of the top, Indiana out of the bottom. Kansas, TCU, Kansas plus $3, TCU plus 8. Again, someone's going to get hot out of the bottom. I got a Baylor championship for the national championship, but here Kansas is as good as anybody. So plus $3 worth a shot from me there. UConn in the Big East at plus 240 along with Villanova. Marquette is the 1 seed. Disrespect, I get it, but UConn to me, we've seen them get hot at the beginning of the year. They had a nice little run, little bumpy. I don't know. And Nova here, they're playing a little better ball as the season went on. So, we'll take a flyer. Why not? USC in, I like UCLA. I told you we got the UCLA future already locked in. But them and Arizona are short 180 fades, I think. I'll pull them up in a minute. I got those up on the wall. And of course, I have, a stack of papers here. Let's see if you could see the thickness on this thing. This is just today's tournament games. So give me SC there plus $7. And how about a little flyer out on Utah? They beat Arizona on their own court, 25-1. Stranger things has happened. It's called March Madness for a reason. And the SEC, A&M plus 550 and the Vols plus 340. I think Alabama, eventually the walls are going to close in on this team. And honestly, I'll be looking to maybe not in game one. I guess what the odds are. That's a team I'm fading every game in the NCAA tournament because they can't hide this kid or the coach questions anymore. That's not happening. We'll see how he responds to the pressure. And give me the Vols. Vols, again, they're not Houston. Like where Houston wins games like 55-50 and then 100 to like 47. But the Vols do play that ugliness kind of ball. 340, I think, is worth a shot there. I got IU winning the Big Ten. Yeah, I can't do Purdue. I'm not a big Purdue guy. They've been exposed to me. James is in the house. Welcome. Marcos hitting the like button. Appreciate it. Let's get to some rundown of all these games here. So we got FDU and Merrimack. Again, FDU is already in the tournament. Mary, are they playing for some other tournament? I would lean that way. Again, didn't bet it. It didn't even make the free picks. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 13 of them up. This one didn't even make it. Lafayette and Colgate. I don't know. Is this one? This might be tomorrow. We still have Colgate to win the Patriot. I think that's tomorrow, if I remember correctly, but it's still in my little championship banner here. Wilmington and the 9 over 139. So I like the over to 139 here. I lean Wilmington, but I'm just going to go over. It's a championship game. I think that the 139 is a little low. Charleston could could blow these guys out, or it could be a little fight. And I mean, 139 is kind of a low total in my eyes. 141, I'd be like, all right, that's all right. I'd probably pass or be on Wilmington at 9 or 10. Zags and Marys, we got Marys on the money line. North Dakota State, 10.5, 153 against Oral. I don't know. That's why that's a Saturday because that was when they played the other day. I got to take that out of there. Now it's Tuesday. Sorry about that. So we have Oral to win, but I do like the under here in tonight's game in the Summit. Southland action. McNeese plus 9.5 against Corpus, and 7 New Orleans versus 2 Northwestern State. As we know, Northwestern State is a team. Where's my Northwestern State stuff? Here it is. Of course, this fell on the ground. The Demons here, 18-11 ATS. They're not too bad here. Now, they won in New Orleans. New Orleans won on their court. Do I want to take the 7 here? Same with McNeese. Now, Christi has beaten them 77-54, 83-72, 10-0 straight up, 6-1 in the series between them. The thing, though, is we got the old 3 days, 3 games in 3 days. And you got 2 bottom-tier teams, 11-22 McNeese State, a 12-win team in New Orleans. Do they get run out here by the top teams in the program? Corpus was 14-4 in conference, Northwestern 13-5. So, again, you bring in some bottom-level teams here, 6-win teams, 7-win teams, or whatever they are. I want to lean to the faves here to win by double digits. Honestly. A10, and what do we got? America East here. So Vermont and Binghamton tonight. No real opinion here. I got a Vermont ticket. We have to win at a -160. I'll stick with that. New Hampshire and Lowell. Again, I don't want to lay double digits there. You think like, oh, it's a 3 seed. You want to lean to them. I don't know. I think the line tells you what they think of the teams head to head. Oh, here a couple. So we put these in on the 25th. Houston plus 650, UCLA plus 13, with 13-1 odds there, and Baylor is 17-1 odds there. All right, ACC tournament underway. A10 tournament, I should say. So Dayton is your favorite at 180. VCU, your 1 seed at $2. We mentioned St. Louis plus 450. That's our little team. Duquesne, 11-1. Fordham, 11-1. There's Richmond, your Big 12 seed. Far-fetched, possibly. Now, again, we've had the Billikens a bunch of times. Talked about their offense. We kind of like them. Fordham's a team that just seems to win games. Stepping up in class, we'll talk about this when we head into Clemson. They don't do that well. So that's why their odds are what they are for a 3 seed, and you have 1, 2, and a 4 seed all ahead of them. And they're tied basically with a 6 in their odds. So early game here, we do have Richmond underway. We do like St. Joe's today. Rhody LaSalle, there it is. Nothing. ACC tournament, Duke's your favored, the 4 seed. Miami here. So again, we've hit on this before. Clemson at $6. Sure, they are a 3, but are they a fake 3? Again, they step up. They've lost some games here. Where NC State at a nice little 14-1. Well, they beat Dayton, who's a top seed in the 2 seed. They beat Duke. They beat Miami. They've gone head to head and beat the good teams. And let's not rule out. I didn't write them here, but North Carolina. I know people are down on them. Like, oh, I'm down on them. Like this team. I don't want to see a 17-13 Carolina team in the dance. Let's be honest. They could come through here and win and maybe lose to Duke in the championship game. Or maybe they learn to score against Duke because Duke plays defense as good as anybody. So if you want to take a flyer on the heels, I can't say no to that. The other ones, again, I got Clemson and NC State. Do I like maybe NC State a little more than Clemson? Okay. Miami would be up there. Sure. I can't bet like 6 teams out of here. Miami would probably be up here as a 3, and probably North Carolina would be a top 5 out of these 40 teams here. Of course, we can't do Florida State because we got Florida State here 2:00. We're taking the Seminoles. They owe us. Louisville, BC. As much as me too, we're talking about this off air. Louisville's covered a little bit down the stretch. And Boston College, I was like, oh man, they've been covering and winning. I didn't realize they had 3 outright wins as dogs, and then they lost as a fave. I'm thinking, oh, they're playing better. I don't know if I did bet Boston College. I'm thinking to myself, what did I do here? Did I make a bad choice betting them as a fave instead of an underdog? And final game here, Notre Dame, your 14 seed against Vatek. Believe it or not, I want to lean towards a little Notre Dame here. Right, coaches at the door. Maybe they show a little heart. Virginia Tech. I mean, they are what they are. I mean, what these guys in conference play. Where's the? Are you kidding me? Hold on. Of course, I have the Big Ten in front of me instead of today's. I got the Wednesday stuff. The MAC, the A10. Where's the ACC? Big West. It's got to be in there somewhere. Yeah, well, there we go. There we go. Virginia Tech, 11 seed, 45-1, 8-12 in conference play. Yeah, I don't want to lay that. I would probably just more lean to the Irish, the old look of the Irish in March. Horizon Championship. So we have NKU still pending, plus 470 to win this thing. And the 5 seed favored over the 3 seed. Of course, I'm pulling for Northern Kentucky. Northern Arizona and Montana. I'll take Northern Arizona. Now, this is a 3 games in 4 nights. They played back-to-back. They were off. Here they are. Montana actually played last night. The higher seed's actually in the back-to-back spot, not the lower seed. I'll take a shot here with Northern Arizona. Sure. Weber, Montana State, no real opinion on this game. I mean, that's that. Big West, Irvine, Santa Barbara, your top 2 seeds are basically the same 210 favorites. Hawaii, though, for me at a plus 750. But honestly, I would not be surprised. Long Beach comes through here. I mean, so Northridge is a plus 1.5 against Bakersfield, your 8-9 game. Poly against Long Beach State. I think Long Beach State should beat these guys by double digits. Probably lean under there because Poly's terrible. Next up, we got some MAC attack. So I don't put the odds here for the MAC because I didn't like anything here. Nothing really jumped. I think as much as Iona's a favorite, until somebody takes them out, I'm not really looking to throw money somewhere else. Canisius, Mount St. Mary, this game's a pick 'em. The bottom teams. 8-9 pick. Where do you want to go? Peters, Fairfield. I kind of like St. Pete's here. And Marist, Manhattan. We have it. We got Marist money line and the over in this one. And Niagara, Siena would be tomorrow. Whack Attack. Sam Houston, your favorite. Utah Valley, best team in conference, plus $2. Southern Utah, I got for $5.50. Grand Canyon, 12-1. Austin, 15-1. If you want to grab a Grand Canyon, they win here. They play I think they got Seattle on deck. I don't think they're a good team, so I think they should knock those guys out. Where's my whack bracket? Wacky. Here we go. Yeah, so they have Seattle on deck. I think they should beat them. And then they have Sam Houston, who they beat. So possible little run by the 5 seed there to get the championship game. I'll take Southern Utah. Abilene's a pick 'em versus Cal Baptist. Look at this. Christians and Baptists fighting it out. It's literally a holy war. I know they say the holy war is like BYU. This is literally Christians and Baptists, 2 different sects. I don't know. All right, Arlington, +8 against Grand Canyon. Obviously leaning Grand Canyon. I got it at 7. It was at 8 today. But Rio Grande, +7 versus Charleston. I like the over in this game. Did this with Detroit Lenny yesterday. Over. We got bad teams. We got teams that shoot a lot of threes. We got teams that foul. Teams that turn it over. A lot of opportunities for scoring here. A lot of shots taken. We need some to fall, yes, but if the pace is right, we should get this total. Utah Tech +3 versus Stephen F. Austin. I like Stephen F. Austin here. And that is it on all my banners. Let's get back to the chat. See how everybody's doing in the chat today. It's been a minute. Jesse Schul's on Gonzaga. I got Marist today. Locking in with the King. 93-45 at college. 67%. There you go. That's a nice run right there. 64%. 67% is excellent. Excellent run. Michael, how about Houston dropping from 500 to 300? I'm a little surprised I want to take a shot on Wichita. They are great on the road. If not, it's Houston. I can't. I mean, do you want to lay minus 300 on Houston? I can't do that. Oh, man. Maybe they have a hiccup. You know, it's not like a team like Colgate or, who's every year they're 19-0 versus the conference and win every year. Houston, Memphis has some talent. UCF looked good at points. Who else you got out there? Wichita State, Cincinnati. I mean, I can't lay 3. I don't like Wichita though. I have nothing in the American. Tamu says, "Thank you, Jesse. Another winning night. Thoughts on Cleveland State, Northern Kentucky, baby. Michael, come on. NKU, we're riding it. Baseball taking the Philly, Pitt, and the Nats," says Tamus. I think I kind of agreed with a bunch of these. I think I said Pittsburgh over Toronto. Philly, I got no opinion on against Tampa, but the Nats against Miami, sure. Lackadoon King going Notre Dame, Vatek over, nothing major, but I think we see a lot of points. I can see that. I mean, as I said, Notre Dame, that's it. Coach is going out. It's a late game. It's not like some early game where no one's here to cheer us. It's a final game. Notre Dame's going to have fans there for their coach. So, yeah, I think they score. Nick's coming in here. Minus 50,000. Oh, man. Miz coming in saying he hates braggers. Nah, listen, Locking It with King's been here for since the beginning, basically. Miz. So he's he's a legit guy. He comes in, he tells you his picks. Michael, is that a joke? No, Michael, it's a lock, not a joke, he says. Oh, man. Nick came in and dropped a minus 32,000. Iowa losing outright to Eastern Illinois. He still hasn't got even yet. Oh, man. Not going to King. Appreciate it, Slow Brian. That's it. That's what it is. That's what it is. Oh, Mike is really going out on a limb. Seriously, right? Crazy. Why do I like over Manhattan and the Marist? So these guys played already this. Obviously, they play Darryl twice a year. In both games, 80 to 69, 81-58. So both teams kind of score on the other team. Both teams won on the other scored. I think we're going to see a little offense. Again, this is like the Virginia Tech game. This is not an early game where no one's going to be around. It's the closer of the night. And you got two teams. I think we're going to see some scoring. It's really that simple. A team's putting up 80 on you both times you played. Someone's getting taken. And if you look at some of these totals now, I mean, it's a 133. Last game, 88-76 for Marist, 93-74, 81-58. I mean, those are the last 3 games. So that's the way they've been playing lately. They're not playing 61-52, I mean, even 61-70 is almost an over here, So I'm going to go over to 133. It looks a little light in my eyes, especially when they've dropped 80s on each other. Manhattan, here we go. Marist Red Foxes, 8-1 over the last 9. I know. So, So Richmond today, -120 pending. See how they do. We got St. Joe's, which I don't like the line move. Florida State's waiting for these cats to go all season long. Cal Baptist under 139.5. Grand Canyon -8. Peters +130. Marist +115 and over. Charleston over. Stephen F. Austin is -2.5. And the ads were Northern Arizona 5.5. I think it's a good spot for them. Oral Roberts under and St. Mary's. So Tate the Great coming in. First half of Richmond game was a nice way to start the morning. Is that we got a what's the halftime score there? G-Tech rolls over FSU. Get out of here with this hate speech.
Richmond won the first half 31-18.
All right.
And they're currently up 15 right now. Or 16 now.
All right, we'll take it. We'll take it. We need a win. Let's start the day off with a win, folks. The Spiders of Richmond. Where are we on the banners? All right. So yeah, we covered the games. Going forward, as you see, it's just going to be on. I mean, the chat's a little light because it's only on the Win and Free Pick side of things. So shows might be a little less, little shorter shows now, but not as much comments. That's fine. I don't mind that right now because there's a lot of work to be done. But I will be throwing up some previews today for the Wednesday tournaments if you're interested. So be sure to check those out, or just give them a little thumbs up. You don't even have to watch them because you've just watched these videos. So just go through the Win and Free Pick page, you see all the live shows, and just hit thumbs up. Not that hard to do. Michael's got Florida State future 5 at +25 pays 1250. Hey, they can beat Georgia Tech. They can beat Pitt. They have Duke and Miami after that. You know, I don't know. Anything's possible. This team was thought of as a good team to start the year. Maybe they're rounding into form late. Boy, what a great run that would be. Man, Florida State pulls out the ACC championship. I got to go back to our November video and be like, Florida State, never in doubt. All right. That's it for a Tuesday. Oh, wait a sec. We got baseball here. Orioles and Diamondbacks to win. To win what? Today? I like the Orioles today against Minnesota because I don't want to lay 160 with or 170, whatever Kent is laying there. No, thank you. And I could do Diamondbacks because I think Oakland's just terrible. I don't want to bet Oakland. So there's that. And no fighting in the chat here, people. All right? Let's keep it classy, will we? Back, I didn't even know today. I was going to say, do I have power hour today? No, I think I'm doing a show with Jesse today. Me and Jesse will be on with Ross later on. But keep an eye out for the